It's chapter 2, the Kamurocho. Are we still in Okinawa? Oh. What have you got there? Leaving already, Machan? You know, Zhao-san, you've been a better friend to me than I've ever been to you. Don't be ridiculous. You know that's not true. I'm just sorry the truth turned out to be so harsh. Your father murdered by another man on the force. I can barely believe it. You're telling me. Something about all this doesn't sit well with me. How will your father's spirit ever find peace? I think he'll be just fine. Chief Hasai, Suguichi-san, they were tired of being used by Munakata and Katsuragi all these years. Are you going to explain what happened? Like, come on. The two of them spent their whole lives serving others. But their final moments, those were theirs and theirs alone. They went out following their own brand of justice. I mean, we can infer what happened, but come on. Machan. Suguichi-san must have known. Telling me the truth of what happened 25 years ago was signing his own death warrant. But he did it anyway. And Chief Hasai... Thank you. There we go. This is what I wanted. He took his own life in order to spare you, me, and Meihua. That explains what he said into the phone before he shot himself. Both of them will be dealt with. Yeah. Chief Hasai told Munakata I was dead so he'd stop coming after me. He spared my life so that I could do what's right. So that I could do what he never could. You mean bring Munakata down? Exactly. It just recontextualized that scene completely. I did notice there was just one bullet. So, yeah. But how are you going to do that, Machan? Munakata's one of the most powerful men in one of the top police institutions in the world. Well, I don't think I'll be getting much help from my fellow officers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Ni hao? Akiyama-san. You. The shit's really hit the proverbial fan, huh? You're telling me. Anyway, what's up? You wouldn't swing by here without a good reason. You know, sometimes it's depressing how sharp you are. What happened? District Attorney's goon showed up at my office, started tearing the place apart at the seams. Not to mention, they chucked me out on the street. Wait, they're investigating Sky Finance? On what grounds? They said they're looking into some kind of coercion. The exact terms eluding me at the moment. Anyway, the issue is my tests. They said I'm forcing people to do stuff they don't want to do in exchange for money. Classic coercion case, I guess. It's like I can hear the words coming out of the DA's mouth himself. Anyway, I didn't know where else to turn, so I thought I'd drop by here. Looks like I caught you at a bad time, though. Want me to come back later? No, your timing actually couldn't be better. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I need a hand with something, Akiyama-san. Do you now? But what about Okinawa? Or are we straight here with Kiri? Yep, here we are. March 13th, 5 p.m.
Kiryu-san.
一見普通だが、どうやらいつものカムロ町って感じじゃないな。あんまり悠長にしている暇はなさそうだ。すぐにあんたのお兄さんを探そう。
ええ。
だがとりあえずその前にあんたに言っておきたいことがある。ちょっとついてきてくれ。
I like the difference in the arrival at Kamurocho between Sejima and Kiryu there. Sejima's all, well, this has changed. Kiryu's just immediately thinking, yeah, same as always. Can't think of a better place to talk than New Serena. Yasuko-san, there's a bar near here that I used to go to back in the day. We can catch our breath there for a bit. Okay, I'll follow your lead. Yeah, but Sky Finance is above it, and that's currently being torn apart at the seams. What's this truck doing here? Is someone moving? Uh-huh. Head up the stairs in the alley round the back and tear Sky Finance to shreds. We're not leaving until we haul out every last document they've got. And whatever they try and say, just tell them we're under orders from the district attorney's office. That's all they need to know. Now get a move on. The DA? I wonder what happened. Let's see if we can go to... You'd think they'd stop me. Okay. But yeah, we'll see if we can go to New Serena, which we can. So who's behind the bar now? What timing? What timing? Happy hour back. Date!
Kiryu!
伊達さん、久しぶりだな。
Huh. I didn't expect it to be Date. What's going on, Kiryu? You show up in a guy's bar and don't even drop him a line first? Sorry for not letting you know, Date-san. I have some business in town. Work never ends for the ex-4th chairman, huh? You've got that right. Anyway, this is Yasuko Sejima. I'm here helping her with a little something. It's nice to meet you. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. She's a knockout, Kiryu. How'd you end up bringing a girl like her back here? Whatever you're thinking, I guarantee you've got the wrong idea. Let's leave it at that. By the way, where's Mama? Gone for the week. Family trouble. You know how it goes. And you're holding down the fort while she's gone. Yep. It might float away, so you gotta hold it down, yeah. It's a real pain, what with my other work and all, but she insists we keep it open for the regulars. Lucky for us that she does. Now, Kiryu, what's this little something you need to take care of? Oh, right. You mind taking a seat, Yasuko-san? Please. I just need to ask you something before we head out to find your brother. Okay. So, what is it you want to ask me? Sorry if this is a blunt question, but why do you need to see your brother so bad? Bad enough to murder for it. Wait, you what? Kiryu-san, is this really the best place to? Don't worry about Date-san, he's an ex-detective, yeah, but we can trust him, I promise. He'd never turn you in without hearing what you had to say first. Isn't that right, Date-san? Well, yeah, that's right. Now, tell me the truth, Yasuko-san. Why would you go so far for your brother? Yasuko-san. Come on. It's because Tiger is everything to me. I owe him my life. What? I'm serious. If it weren't for him, I would have died years ago. Go on. Have you ever heard of a living donor kidney transplant? Oh, literally owe him your life. Oh yeah, you read about those things all the time. That's when they give you a kidney from one of your relatives, right? They say you only need one after all. Right. The truth of it is, I'm the recipient of one of those living donor transplants. And your brother's the one who gave it to you, huh? I could see this resulting in a scene where Sejima gets stabbed in the back or something, but it'll be in the location where his kidney has been removed, so it's just an empty space. So there'll be a bit of blood, but he'll be fine. That kind of deal. That's what you meant when you said you owe him your life? Yes. Hold on. Getting a transplant like that from your sibling isn't all that uncommon. I'm not judging or anything, but do you really owe him that much just for a kidney? It's not that simple. Think you can explain? The kidney I got, it wasn't Tiger's. Okay, maybe not that scene then. He wasn't a match. What? Different blood types? Well, yes, but what? Why couldn't you get the transplant from your brother? Yasuka-san? You're not blood related. I think I get what's going on here. You and Tiger aren't actually siblings. Kiryu. He's right. Tiger is my stepfather's son from his prior marriage, while my mother had me before she and my stepfather ever met. Then where'd you find a match? Since my mother had already passed, Tiger tracked down my biological father and begged him to donate his kidney to me. Seijima. Beyond the regular difficulty of finding a kidney donor, my blood type is extremely rare. A direct relative was my only hope of a match. Once Tiger learned that, he spent every waking moment of his life scouring the city until he found my father. He was only 15 years old at the time. Still just a kid, huh? I had honestly given up hope. Before my mother died, she told me my father was nothing more than an abusive drunk with no chance of ever changing. Based on what I knew, it seemed likely he was already dead. Even if he wasn't, I didn't want to live knowing I owed my life to such a horrible man. At the time, I would have rather died than continue on carrying a part of him inside me. All the dots? But Tiger wouldn't take no for an answer. He said no matter what happened, he would take care of me. Then you found your dad? Yes. Well, where was he? In Kansai. He had started working for a Yakuza organization called the Omi Alliance. Oh, here we go. Handling the dirty jobs no one else wanted to touch. The Omi? That's right. Tiger went alone to Kansai, knowing full well that my father was a Yakuza, but... Let me guess. They tried to extort him. Exactly. A Yakuza through and through. My father demanded a massive sum of money in exchange for one of his kidneys. How much cash are we talking here? 30 million yen. 30 mil? That's a ton now, but it was a fortune back then. How was a kid ever supposed to get his hands on that kind of money? He wasn't. That was the point. But Tiger didn't give up. He started fighting thugs in the streets of Kamurocho, trying to scrape together whatever funds he could. That would never work. Not for cash like that. It didn't. Not until Seisai-san from the Tojo clan stepped in. He gave Tiger the 30 million under one condition. He joined the Seisai family. Ah, all the pieces are coming together. I like this. So that's how he ended up in the Tojo. All the time, Tiger never turned his back to me. Even when it seemed like all hope was lost, he supported me. He dropped out of high school, gave up on his dream of becoming a teacher, even joined the Yakuza for me. Aww. So that's what you meant when you said you owe him your life. That's right. He's everything to me. Not only did Tiger literally save my life, but he gave me the will to keep on living. Yasuko-san. I really like Seijima now. Such a great character.
正直言うと、兄が18人殺した犯人とか、そうじゃないとか、真犯人が別にいるとか、そんなのはどうでもいいんです。私にとってお兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんだから。
あんたにはここで待っていてもらう。少しこの店で頭を冷やした方がいい。
え？
あ？何言ってんだキリュウ。こんなに切実に会いたがってるってのに。
安子さん、もし冴島がすでに死んでいたとしたら、あんたどうするつもりだ？死ぬ気なんじゃないのか？
Yasuko-san, you keep saying you owe Tiger your life. And I get it. We all rely on other people. It's hard to keep going without someone loving you, supporting you, pushing you onward. But in your case, Tiger became more than that. He's not just your support, he's your reason to keep living. I know life hasn't been easy for you. Losing your parents is one of the worst pains imaginable, and you had to bear that burden at a far younger age than most. But having a hard life doesn't excuse the way you've lived. Not that I have any right to talk. I made my fair share of mistakes. Kiryu. All the dots. I understand why you feel so strongly, but that emotion has led you to some bad decisions. It's not a stretch to say it's completely clouded your judgment. So, I need you to stay here while I go figure out where your brother is. It's for your own good. But, Kiryu, don't worry, I'll find him. And I'll make sure you two are reunited. I promise. But for now, you just need to be patient. Okay? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Yusuko-san. Take care of her for me, will you? Huh. Do you even have to ask? It's polite to ask, at least. Hideout! Yep, hideout, we got it, we know how this works. Yeah, Seijima, I'm really liking his character, really am. Hold on a sec, Kiryu. What's wrong? There's something I need to tell you. Couldn't really say it in there. Does it involve Yasuko-san? You bet. If she found out about this, she'd just end up getting herself into more trouble. Well, what is it? Well, you only just got here, so you probably haven't noticed, but the whole town's been kinda on edge lately. Because of Seijima? Partially. I'm sure. But there's more to it than that. Word on the street is Majima and Seijima linked up a few days ago. What? Yep. I heard Majima and his boys line the whole damn street to keep the cops off Seijima. Huh. So they've already met. Speaking of, Dare-san, do you know where I can find Majima-san? I need to talk to him as soon as possible. Not just about Seijima. Majima-san might be able to tell me more about the connection between the top police brass, Jingu, and the Tojo clan. The police? What are you talking about? Sorry, but I can't say much more than that. Just know that people are gunning for the Tojo. And no matter what's going down, I need to hear Majima-san's side of the story. Alright. Last I heard, he'd taken route up on the top floor of the Millennium Tower. Starting there's your best bet. Great. Thanks, Date-san. I got an email. Who is this from then? Kiryu, come to Yoshida Batting Center. Let's finish what we started 4 years ago. Hinakure Curve 2005. 4 years ago, huh? That could be just about anybody. Guess I'll find out what it's about if I drop by Yoshida Batting Center. Well, first and foremost, but we gotta say hello, haven't we? Look, I get where you're coming from. Just calm down for a second, Shinya. You don't get a damn thing. You're too soft, man. All the dots. You know the rules, you said. If a customer ducks out on their bill, it's the host's responsibility. Mitsuru knew that when he let his girl run up that huge tab. You're not wrong, those are the rules. I've seen it happen time and time and again in this biz. And sure, I'm being easy on Mitsuru, but he deserves a little slack with how hard he works. Besides, the kid's a real high earner for us. We just gotta let this one mistake slide. He'll learn from it, and we'll all be better off in the long run. But for now, yeah? Of course I'm gonna help him. And what, Stoddard just gonna eat the 5 mil he lost? He'll pay it, don't worry. Just not yet. Hitting him with all that at once would bankrupt the poor kid. Come on, are you gonna bail out everyone who fucks up from now on? Stardust will go under in the blink of an eye. Hazuki-san would never have let this bullshit slide. Hey, Yuya. Problem so big you had to take it outside, huh? I didn't know you were back in town. Just for a bit while I take care of some business. Well, I would have dropped by with a gift or two if you'd let me know first. Huh. Don't sweat it. We've known each other for too long to be worried about those kinds of formalities. By the way, how are things going at the club? You and that kid didn't really look like you were seeing eye to eye. Sorry you had to see that, Kiryu-san. So, what's going on? It's this host we have, Mitsuru. He let one of his customers run on a 5 million yen tab. Ouch. Yeah, that's a pretty common thing, though. It is. Mitsuru's one of the hardest workers we got, too. And I can't even begin to tell you how much business he's brought in. He just got kinda unlucky this time. So I want to give him a hand somehow if I can. That's the Yuya, I know. I just dunno, Kiryu-san. You think I'm too soft on them? Shinya seems to think so. Pretty sure Kazuki-san's called me soft at least once, too. Is wanting to help my hosts out really so bad? Yuya. But hey, you don't need to hear all this. I should be getting back inside anyway. Gotta do my part to keep Stardust the top host club in Kamurocho. I appreciate you lending me an ear though, Kiryu-san. Thanks. No problem, mate. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Maybe I should head inside and see what Kazuki has to say about this. No, we're busy. We were just saying hello. Okay, we've got another message instantly. To my dear apprentice, Kamaki here. It's been ages. Kiryu, if you're here in Kamurocho, come see me. I'll be waiting at my dojo in the Dragon Palace. It's a text from Master Kamaki. Wonder if he had one of his apprentices write this. Kamaki Dojo is inside Dragon Palace on Park Boulevard. I should probably stop by when I have the time. When you have the time, but for now we're heading for the batting center and I want to talk about Seijima. Because I really like his stories, like... To me, that idea of how much guilt he built up, essentially. Where are we actually going? Because it said to the batting center, didn't it? I'm confused now. We're going to the Millennium Tower. Let me get my little talk about... Oh. There's caution tape around the Millennium Tower. Interesting. But yeah, Seijima. I really like his character. I like his backstory with his sister, the kidney situation, joining the Yakuza, abandoning his dreams in order to save his sister, leading a life in the Yakuza, and then thinking he'd killed 18 people, and then living with the guilt of that act for 25 years. Even though he'd not done it, he'd still live with that guilt. He still feels that pain, that loss, that decision that he made. That's still there. That's still part of his character. And we saw him break down, almost, out of anger at the crowd in the Colosseum. There's so much about his character that's just so detailed, so interesting. I really, really, really do like his character. And I wonder how he's going to react to the knowledge that he didn't kill those people, that they were rubber bullets. Because that's going to reshape how he feels about things, surely. He'll still have that horrible feeling, he'll have that knowledge inside of him, but to be free of the guilt that's there, at least. I do wonder how that's going to shape and change his character. Anyway, I need information. First I should go see Majima-san. Apparently he's operating out of the Millennium Tower now, but there's tape everywhere. Oh, crap.
Majima no Nisa. Majima no Nisa. Kiryu-chan.
おい、どこへ行く？
勝手に動くな。
何があったんだ。
うまいことはめられてしもた。これでしばらく身動きが取れへん。
誰にやられた。
大悟や。
なんだって。
堂島大悟や。
大悟が。
おい、勝手に話すな。そこの君も下がりなさい。オウム執行妨害で逮捕するぞ。
急げや桐生ちゃん。全部の事件はつながっとる。25年前のやつも100億の事件も安子ちゃんのやつもや。
なんだと。
このままやと俺らの登場会が潰されてまう。それに今は安子ちゃんが危ない。お前しかおらん。あとは頼んだで。